So good morning, and we're back to that trout fishing journey. So I'm still yet to catch a trout today. Just like I said I was gonna do last video, I was gonna do a trout video at Cortez Lake, and I figured out the reason why I wasn't catching any trout at Desert West Lake. It's because, for one, the weather shift, it just changes. Like, the weather is like hot one minute, then it's really cold, and then it's really hot. And I guess they don't like to bite when in, like, frequent weather changes. And I live in Arizona, so frequent weather changes is often out here. And number two, the first day they stocked them, there was like 1,000 people there, which I heard. That's why. So I'm gonna try Cortez Lake. I heard people were getting luck. Not too many people be there. Well, that's what I heard. I'm gonna hopefully I try to catch a trout today, man, because I still want to do that catch and cook. Hopefully, but we'll get back to you. At Cortez Lake, it's looking very promising right now. Looking very nice. I went ahead and just cast it on my bait because I had to carry all this stuff here and I don't have a GoPro. So, but this is what it's looking like right now. I have 2 bobber setups. I went ahead and cast them out a couple feet in front of me because this is like a little tiny area, so if anything's passing by, I would expect it to pick up a worm or some power bait, just using the standard slip, well, not a slip bobber, but using the standard bobber setup. Hopefully I can get onto some trout, and I'm gonna go ahead and I might just maybe cast this little blue fox spinner, my bad, I'm sorry, blue fox spinner. Go ahead and cast that bad boy out, see if I can get something on that. I'll let you guys know when I get something. So I might as well just say this while I'm waiting, for a fish, specifically a trout. But there was this guy. He was just here, just not too long ago. I asked him if I can record him. He's like, no, I don't feel comfortable. So all right, fine. You know what? It's all good. So we're talking, and he was just like, what are you using? And I'm just like, a bobber and just a worm, and then my other fishing pole has a weight, I guess a hook. I was like I'm really not good at explaining things, but he was like, oh, okay. He was like, this method right here, he was like, I use 2 hooks on my bobber, and then all right, here, let me start over. He's like, I use 2 hooks and I use a bobber. That's what he said. And he's like, I throw a worm and I throw a power bait on there. He's like, and then it worked. He's like, it worked one time, and then after that it didn't work. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I never heard of anyone using a setup like that, but if it works for you, it works for you. And he was just like, yeah, you're right. He's like, I only use things that works for me. He's like, I don't use things that other people use because it might not work for me. And I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I was like, yeah, I use things that I think is gonna work, and I just go with it. And I guess that's the moral of the story. You have to just use stuff that you're comfortable with to fish with, because if you try you could try to learn other techniques, obviously, but mostly do it your way, how you do it, because if you do it the way that you do it, most likely you'll have a better outcome because you feel comfortable fishing the way you want to fish instead of fishing uncomfortably. But don't be afraid to learn new techniques on the way, to improve your way, your style. But man, still haven't hooked onto a fish yet. I'm about to change spots. It's been like 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna change spots. Not even a nibble right here. So yeah, I have this whole little island to myself right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and move spots, and hopefully I can get onto a fish. So I have this idea I don't know, like it just hit me. I want to try putting a piece of power bait with my worm on it, just on the tip of the hook, like a tiny piece, like this. I want to roll it up into a ball, exactly like this. Maybe this is probably a little too big. I don't know. I'm not sure. I've never done this before. Grab this tiny piece and the hook point right here. I want to expose it more, and I just want to get the hook. Oh yeah, it's too big. Let me take a piece off. There it goes. And yeah, I just want to roll it into a ball and place it right on top of the hook firmly. Leave a little hook exposure in there, and I want to cast that bad boy out. Oh, man, this is a nice spot. This is spot number 2, fellas. Hopefully I can hook up into something. I'm gonna keep on trying the bobber rig, and then soon I'm gonna switch all my rigs to power bait, but spot number 2 should be the charm. Lucky number 2. Am I right? So I'm not gonna lie to you. I deleted some of the scenes from when I was fishing just now at Cortez Park. Dude, I had absolutely no bites for 2 hours straight, and the only bite I get is I'm reeling him up. I'm reeling him up out the water. I don't even want to show you the scenes. I reel him up out the water, and I have someone else's line from across from me. The guy just showed up. He's casting like crazy. He has like overused equipment. Like, how'd you say this? He has like a 3 or 2 pound weight on his line, and he's casting it like almost to where I'm at in the bank. And he so happened to cross my line, and I didn't know, and I'm reeling it up, and I have the trout, and he snatches back, and I almost have the trout there, like to the bank, and he snatches, and it snaps the line. So I get up and leave. So yeah, I talked to a couple people. They're just like, you know, you're late. You're too late, dude. Like, you have to come here when the fish, like when the people stocks them, because man, it gets crowded, and like for like 2 days straight, no more fish left. So that could be like the major reason why I'm not catching anything at all. I'm getting bites, you know, but well, at Bonsall Park, if you see my last video, I was getting bites. Lost it due to some trash. I wish I had a net. I would really get that trash out. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you my next location of where I'm gonna fish at and when I'm gonna fish, and hopefully I can get onto some trout so I can, you know, it's hard. It's hard. So yeah, hopefully I get into some trout. But yeah, I'm going to show you my next location. So as you can see, it says here that on the 16th to the 20th, they're going to be stocking the parks. And I want to be there on the 16th because, you know, how, well, I'm hearing that people are being greedy and, you know, they get there as soon as possible. So I'm trying to head here to Papago Ponds and try trout fishing with worms and power bait, and this time I'll be well prepared. I want to come with more power bait so I can have different options, and you know, and have worms as well. And I really want to try it on the 16th, and I'm going to try every day the 16th to the 20th to see if I can get there and, you know, catch something. But yeah, so yeah, that's where I want to go on the 16th. So stay tuned. It's not over yet. You know, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll be ready. Peace.